Stop helping other people until you have first helped yourself. Now that might sound harsh to some of y'all, but today I want to give you 7 powerful reasons why you shouldn't be helping other people at the stage you're in right now until you're financially comfortable, stable, and growing. Because if you're constantly giving away your resources before you even built a foundation, you're not only hurting yourself, but you're limiting your ability to help others in the future. This is Speech, and welcome to a brighter community. Let's get right into it. The first reason you should stop helping people right now is simple. You can't pour from an empty cup. And I know this from personal experience. I used to do this all the time. Anytime family called needing money, I'd say yes. A few hundred here, a little extra there. On the outside, it looked generous, but on the inside, I was draining myself dry. I couldn't save money. I couldn't invest money. I couldn't grow. In fact, studies show that people who financially overextend themselves have 40% less in retirement savings than their peers. 40%. That's hundreds of thousands of dollars gone just because they put others first before building themselves. You can't fill somebody else's tank if your own car is running on fumes. Reason number 2, people pleasing keeps you broke. Let's be real. A lot of times we don't say yes out of love. We say yes out of guilt. We don't want to feel bad. We don't want to look selfish. But that guilt is expensive. According to Pew Research, 36% of parents say helping their kids has hurt their own finances, especially in lower income households. That means they're sacrificing bills, savings, and their own retirement just to avoid saying no. And I get it. I really do. I used to be that person. But here's what I learned. If you're saying yes because you're scared of how someone is going to look at you, you're literally trading your future for their comfort. And that's not fair to you or to them. Not only are you giving away everything that you worked for, you're helping them feel like they know they can always come to you no matter how much money of yours that they are spending. So you're helping them not know how to save, and you're helping yourself know how to give away everything you own. Which brings us right into reason number 3. You can't teach what you haven't mastered. Think of it like this. You can't coach someone to be a professional football player if you don't even know how to play the game. You have to first build your own skill, your own knowledge, your own experiences. Right now, nearly 46% of Gen Z adults still rely on family support, and over 52% say they don't make enough to live the life they want. And why? Because they're still learning how to stand on their own 2 feet. If you truly want to help others, you have to first walk the path yourself. You can't lead someone out of the dark if you're still searching for the flashlight with your phone in your hand. Think of it like this. If you have a family member that you're constantly helping, they're looking at it like they don't have to save money because anytime they fall in hard times, they know they can count on you to pay their bill here and there or whatever. So they could just spend their money any old kind of way, because when it comes down to the nitty gritty with certain bills or certain things they want to get, whether it's food or a pack of cigarettes or pay rent, they know that they can call you anytime. Same goes for you. You're trying to put money away for savings or for your kids or, to move to a new house, but you're also putting money to the side because you know for a fact that this certain family member or friend is going to ask you for money. So now you're teaching them to rely on you, and you're teaching yourself to provide for somebody else. And that goes right into reason number 4. Helping too soon delays your progress. Every time you give away money you don't really have, you're extending the timeline to reach your own goals. And the longer it takes you to build wealth, the longer it takes you to be in the position to actually help in the way that matters. One survey showed that 67% of women have supported loved ones financially, yet many of those same women admitted they couldn't cover even one monthly bill without stress. That's what happens when generosity comes before stability. And this is where my personal story actually fits in. I kept asking myself, why can't I ever get ahead? And then I look back at all the times I've said yes to others when I should have been saying yes to my future. My generosity wasn't lifting anyone up. It was keeping us all stuck. And try not to look at it as saying no to your family member, because I know it's hard. I had to reach out to other brothers of mine, friends of mine, and ask for advice. And I had to stop looking at it like I was saying no to them, but instead I was saying yes to myself and my future. And I was also saying yes to their ability to rely on themselves, their ability to work for the things that they need. By telling them yes to giving them money, I'm actually telling them no, they can't rely on themselves. No, I can't take care of my own future. So don't look at it as saying no to them. Look at it as saying yes to yourself, teaching them how to take care of their own. Reason number 5, there's a difference between survival giving and overflow giving. When you give from survival, you're cutting into rent money, your groceries, your emergency savings, and that's not generosity. That's sacrifice at that point. And sacrifices like that keeps you in survival mode forever. But overflow giving, that's when you've built enough that you can give freely without hurting yourself. That's when generosity has power. Research shows that people who practice healthy, balanced generosity often earn more money, build stronger networks, and even live longer. But again, that only works when you're giving from strength, not weakness. Reason 6, broke help is limited help. Here's the truth. When you're broke, the best you can do is spot somebody. $20, maybe $50, maybe cover a bill for the month. That feels good, but it doesn't change their life. Y'all staying in a stuck circle. But when you're financially free, you can do things that pays off someone's debt, fund someone's scholarship, or build something that helps entire communities. So ask yourself, do you want to give in small pieces forever? Or do you want to one day give in ways that shift generations? Which kind of ties into reason number 7. Every no today makes room for a bigger yes tomorrow. When I started saying no, I felt guilty at first, just like everyone will. Anyone who's watching this to try to learn how to start saying no or trying to find a reason to start saying no, you will feel guilty at first. But later on, I realized the no's were buying me time, money, freedom, especially freedom. And when I finally got to a place where I could say yes comfortably, the yeses were life-changing. Now, it still wasn't significant. I'm still not anywhere there yet where I'm just doing crazy things, but it was way more significant and less often. Studies show that parents who delay helping their kids until after reaching financial stability are actually able to provide far more support long-term. Why? Because they are giving from growth, not from survival. So don't think of saying no as selfish. Think of it as an investment. Every no today is planting a seed for a harvest that will feed many people later. And again, you're teaching them to rely on themselves. And if you were in a situation like me where you were the child in the situation and you're helping aunts, uncles, parents, siblings, or friends, that's okay too. You can still take this advice. That study doesn't show for parents specifically. That just shows that when you stop giving all the time and wait till you're financially in a place where you're comfortable, you can help more sufficiently. And again, you're teaching them to stop relying on you. So you're freeing yourself and you're teaching them something as well. Because I know there's a lot of people who is in my similar shoes where, you're probably the youngest person helping all the older folk. Now, let me end this on a high note, because helping people is a beautiful thing when it's done right. Personally, I love helping people. It's my favorite thing to do. That's why I created this channel. Studies actually show that generosity reduces depression, it lowers stress, and it can extend your life expectancy. Volunteering and giving actually releases dopamine. Volunteering and giving actually releases dopamine, the feel-good hormone that's in your brain. That's why giving feels so rewarding. Helping people actually can bring you peace. It gives you purpose. It reminds you that life isn't just about you. But here's the catch. The best way to help others is to first help yourself. Build your foundation. Get stable now, grow, and then when you're solid, give from your overflow. That's when your generosity becomes powerful. So stop helping people until you've helped yourself first. Because broke help is limited help. But whole help can change generations. I'm your boy Speech, and this is a brighter community. Believe bigger, move smarter, live louder, and never forget, the world needs your help. But first, it needs you to be whole. I love y'all, and I'm out. Peace.